let's talk about the classic hamstring stretch. Dr. Marcia here of Move with Marcia, your friendly neighborhood physical therapist, certified yoga teacher, and author of Movement for Everybody. So let's talk about the classic hamstring stretch, the one where you lay down on your back and lift your leg up in the air. Let's go through some options and variations so you can make it work for you. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. So the typical usual thing you'll see is one leg is straight, you reach behind the thigh, and you straighten the leg as best you can. So a couple options here. This already can be an intense stretch for the back of the right thigh, getting into the hamstrings. Depending on what you're doing with your ankle, it can be getting into your calves, and also it's going to be flossing your sciatic nerve. So this can be a lot of information on the right side. And then this left side, I could be stretching my hip flexors and also deepening this stretch. So if this is already too intense, you have an option of bending the opposite leg, right? And also the option of taking this one a little bit lower. You don't have to pull it up as far as you can and struggle through it. You can find a spot where you're comfortable. And also know that if you don't get totally straight, that's totally okay. The other swap is what you're using to hold the leg up. Maybe it's too much work to bring yourself up and pull it and hold it. Maybe it's too much strain on your hands. Maybe you only have one hand. So you could use a strap, put it around your wrist or your hands, and use that to hold that in place. So that can make that a little easier. The other thing is, if it's an intense stretch, moving in the position actively will get you a little bit warmer and looser. So you don't have to go straight to the position when you're ready to stretch, especially if this is, let's say, not a cool down. So like not after you've already done a workout. You're gonna wanna move around a little bit, squeeze some muscles, wiggle around, and then ease into it. Now there are a couple of different ways even this could go. You can squeeze the front of your leg, the front thigh, the quads as straight as you can, and try to squeeze the leg straight, even if you're not getting straight, or you can hold it relaxed. You can point or flex the foot. So if you're pointing the foot, you're going to feel a little less information than flexing the foot, because again, that's going to be pulling on the back side. So that's calves, hamstrings, and also your sciatic nerves runs here. So if you have sciatica or a pinched disc in your back, you might be feeling something here. So you can add also, if that's your issue, if you're feeling something from that sciatic nerve, add some flossing. And doing that motion before you go straight into it can also help ease that neural tension, the nerve tension, the pulling on the nerve. Okay? All right. Other ideas. If you want the stretch to be more relaxing and even more passive, then find something that you could lay the straight leg on. So I can use a chair, for example, or I could scoop myself in a doorway so that I could do against the wall, one leg, right? And the same thing still applies with whether you point or flex the ankle, whether the knee is a little bent because you're tight, that's okay. How far you take it up, right? Those are all options. Whatever works for you is probably fine. And of course, even with the supported option, you might still want to use a strap to hold your leg. Maybe you have trouble squeezing it and holding it straight. Maybe you just feel more secure this way. So none of these options are like, these are the only things you can do for that. Everything is mix and match. So whatever you need to feel comfortable and be able to hold the stretch is what you need. So use it. It's fine.